Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Tonight I was just sitting here in my living room. Well, actually I'm in my bedroom because this is the only room that gives like decent lighting. The kids are in the living room. By kids I mean my daughter Ava and my brother Ed, who's 4. They are currently, I believe by what I'm hearing, arguing over everything. So I was sitting in the living room with my mom and I was just like thinking about what my next video would be like.
No.
Ava, shh. No, come around.
Huh?
Ava, come around. Come here. Wave to the camera. Say hi. Yeah, I was sitting in the living room and I was thinking about what my next video would be, and then this, yeah, I know, this awesome commercial came on about, I think it was for the university or the San Diego Medical Center. I think it's called UCSD. It's like, I guess like the holy grail of all hospitals out here, and I was just wishing I could deliver there, but unfortunately I can't because I'm active duty. So what that means is I have to deliver at a military facility unless there isn't one around, and since there is obviously at least one in California, I have to deliver there. And that place is, it's called Naval Medical Center San Diego, otherwise known as Balboa. I have not heard good things about it. From my experience so far, it's not been that great compared to where I went with Ava. I was stationed in Illinois when I had Ava, so there was no military healthcare facility that had a maternity ward or a labor and delivery and things like that. So I had the luxury of going out in town and picking a TRICARE provider from out in town. But this go round, like, obviously I haven't had my baby yet. I'm only 32 weeks. I'll be 33 weeks in a few days. But so far my experience hasn't been that great. Like, they've been late. I will go to my appointments and I will be there on time, if not 5 minutes earlier, and there'll be like 3 patients behind. I feel like every time I go in there it's kind of like rushed. I'm not trying to bash them, but when you've had a kid at a wonderful facility, your standards are kind of high. Like, I had awesome care. Anytime I needed to see them, my doctors, they were always available. My labor and delivery was fantastic, by the way. It was a breeze with Ava. It was, yeah, it was a breeze. And when you come from that to going to see somebody who really doesn't care, like, you can kind of see that they don't care, and they're all military doctors, so it's not like, oh, I'll go and get somebody else. They're all the same. It's kind of like they come to work knowing like, hey, I'm probably going to do a half-ass job if I even do that, since I'm going to get paid any fucking way. Oh, sorry. You didn't hear that. Sorry. No bad words. That I've heard from others that when they went into labor, everything was rushed, and the doctors were pushing more towards cesarean, and I'm not looking to go that route. I didn't have a C-section with Ava. I'm hoping to keep it that way, and I definitely don't want my C-section to be done by anybody at that hospital. It's a training facility, so like, you'll even have trainees give you your epidural, and I have no problem with trainees. You know, hey, how you supposed to become a doctor if you don't train and learn? But what you're not gonna do is learn on me. Like, that's not gonna happen at all. So when I go into labor, I don't want anybody in that room that does not have a PhD. Like, I'm sorry, you can't be in there. I don't want any corpsmen. I don't want any, oh, I'm thinking about becoming a doctor individuals. I don't want any trainees in there. You definitely aren't going to be delivering my kid or giving me an epidural. That is completely out the window. My mom's not for it. Cedric, he's not for it. He doesn't want his baby delivered by somebody who doesn't know the difference between a finger and a toe. Like, he doesn't want anybody in there that has no clue or any experience as to what's going on. So yeah, they got a rude awakening when they come in there for me. Well, when I come in there with them. As far as pain relief, I'm thinking about going all natural. I've never took any prenatal classes, or at least not yet, because they have some, but I haven't enrolled in them yet. They usually want you to be like, I think 34 weeks for some reason. I don't know. With Ava, I had an epidural, and that was because I came in bleeding a lot, and my blood pressure was really high. They said I was close to stroking. I needed to get the pain, relax the pain away, you know, in order to lower my blood pressure. I needed to not be in pain in order to lower my blood pressure so I didn't stroke. In order for that to happen, I needed some form of drug to help take the pain away. So I got the narcotic Dilaudid. I got the drug, it's a narcotic, it's called Dilaudid. They put that in an IV for me, and then shortly after I had an epidural. So I was pretty much bound to the bed, and that's pretty much where I was for the remainder of my labor, which was about 10 hours. I don't want that this time around. I want to move around. I want to dance. I want to laugh. I want to joke. I want to walk the halls. I want to be free. I want as little interventions as possible. So that's what I'm kind of leaning. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards natural labor. As far as the staff at Balboa, they have no hope for me at all. They're not even the least bit encouraging. Like, so I'm kind of just, it frustrates me. So I'm just gonna come in with a birth plan, a very lengthy, detailed birth plan. Like, nothing goes if I don't say so, and it's all documented on this birth plan, which I will probably make a video about later as far as what it entails, and that'll probably be a combo with my hospital bag if I ever get around to that. Anyway, yeah, I don't know any good pain relief techniques outside of an epidural. But well, that and breathing. So if there are any women out there that are watching this video that have had kids before, please comment and kind of let me know if you've had a natural labor and delivery, what helped you, you know, overcome the contractions and actually make it through without any pain medication, you know, like all on your own. 1 second, I think the kids are crying. They're fine. They're in the living room playing. Ava is beating him up as usual. And there she is at my door now. Go sit down. Anyway, I also want to mention that I am 32 weeks and we have yet to figure out a name for our baby. You know, you would think that because we're having a boy, he'd be like all hyped for a namesake, and he is not. He actually hates his name with a passion. I don't know if I should mention why, maybe later. But he hates it, so lately we've just been texting each other back and forth names that we thought we liked. I don't like any of the names he picked, and of course he doesn't like any of the names that I picked. who knew, like, naming your kid would be so freaking hard. It is, I feel like, one of the hardest things you'll ever do in your entire life. Like, we went through the names with, before we had Ava, and we didn't get through A's good enough, obviously, because we got Ava. But when I said that name, you know, Ava Marie, he loved it. Like, his eyes lit up from that point forward. Before we had even officially agreed on it, he would talk to my belly and, you know, call her by her name, Ava Marie. Like, that was something that really stuck. He liked it. I liked it. It was easy. I think it's so much easier to name girls. But for boys, we're like struggling. Really, I'm almost 8 months, so yeah, we still don't have a name picked out. And I'm just like, I'm due in March. It's January. We might want to figure something out before we get to the hospital and have this baby and still not have a name picked out. And they go around and they tell us we can't leave the hospital until we figure out a name for him. So if you guys have any name suggestions, please comment. I am open to anything at this point. I was thinking about going for something that isn't frequently used, like Lennox. I think I'm saying that right. It's spelled Lennox. I don't hear that name too often. I don't know anybody with that name, you know, but he doesn't like that name. So, but I was for using that name as an example, you know, I was thinking about something unique, but now I'm like, a common name isn't bad, like Noah or Elliot, Elijah, you know, things like that. If you have any name suggestions, please comment them below. It'll be nice to get a fresh, anyway, it'll be nice to get a nice fresher list to send to him so he can pick through them like he does everything else and tell me that he doesn't like them. No one tells you how hard it is to videotape when there are kids around. Like, I'm sure you can hear them in the background. They are currently in my room running around. Ava, please go. Step out, please. Go. Prime example. I feel like I can't hear myself think. I find myself stopping in the video a lot because they are running in and out of here. So I guess that's my sign to end this video and tend to them because they obviously need some attention. With that being said, please comment below any natural birthing techniques you guys have, any boy names that you guys liked or thought were interesting, and ways to keep your kids out of the room while you're videotaping for your YouTube channel. Thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, please. And I see you guys in my next video. Bye.